So my neighbor gave me a Craftsman mower, and it was just totally trashed. I mean, the mower deck was so rusted. Basically, the motor was folding the deck in half, and you could see where the blade was hitting the back mounting points. The interesting thing I found is that the wheels and the axles and everything, those were mounted in plastic. And this is the front plastic mount, and then the wheel axle goes into that, and then this piece covers over that, and the motor of course goes on top. So I thought, well, geez, it almost seems like you could make a steel deck to go with those plastic pieces and have basically a new mower. So Champ and I made this together. I think he cut it all out with the plasma cutter. It's all welded together. It's pretty heavy steel. I want to say 14 gauge steel. Way heavier than you would get on a regular mower. So the plan is to mount that steel deck onto those plastic wheels and have a mower, a regular Puna-proof mower, I'm going to call it, because the deck is so heavy. So let's see how that goes. We stamped Champ's initials in there. So yeah, that needs to be reloaded. There's a little bit of air showing there. I'll put some water into that. But this front piece, wheels go on this guy. So I think that front piece is going to go on that. Yeah, okay. That wheel drive goes in there like that. Okay, so looks like we want the tunnel to come through right about there. Take this baby back off. Interesting, the wheels only adjust on one side. That's kind of cool. I've never seen it before. So we definitely want that to come all the way up to the top, because there's that tab that's going to have to go in underneath that. We want that cut down all the way to the deck. I think I'll just use an angle grinder to do the top and the bottom. Okay, well that's the whole deck cleaned up and finished. I got the hole cut out for the belt. I got the engine mounts, or the engine hole mounts, bolt holes drilled. Got the rear wheel mounts installed, and it's all cleaned up, ready for a coat of paint. So we're going to get on that, and I think I'm just going to, do rusty metal primer on it, and then some black or whatever I have. I don't know. Maybe I have some silver. All right, let's see how that goes. Okay, well here it is, all painted up and ready for the wheels. I just have this green spray paint. It's kind of a satin finish, and the only thing I haven't done yet is drill and tap for there's a protective piece of plastic that goes over the pulley, and I'm not really sure how that's supposed to go on. I think these nuts go in there, but I'll have to figure out what thread that is and decide whether or not I'm going to be able to thread this 14 gauge for that or not. Let's put the wheels on and see what it looks like. Alright, well there it is running. It's running pretty rough. I think I had the motor stored on its side a little bit, so the exhaust is full of oil. But the throttle needs to be adjusted as well. So yeah, it's pretty good. The drive wheels work. That might need a little bit of this as well. And I'm just going to let it run for a little while. Pull the plug and clean it. Hopefully that'll take care of that missing. And then try to get the throttle up a little bit. I'm sure the plug is going to be pretty foul by now. Okay, yeah, that's complete. I'll tell you, the deck, when I hit a rock, because there's rocks everywhere here. I hit a rock and it clanks around in there. You know it, man. It is loud. That is one heavy duty deck. All right, well, let's start it and we'll do a little bit of mowing and you can see how it goes. It's pretty hard to mow one-handed, but pretty hard to steer, I guess, one-handed. But we haven't mowed in a long time, and it's been very dry. And I don't like to mow when it's dry because it almost just kills the grass. Take away all the grass's ability to hold water. So when it's dry like this, I just let it go. But this hillside here, it's pretty moist. It gets a lot of shade from this big tree, and so it stays pretty wet. And it rained last night, so. But yeah, she works really good. That's my number 3 mower, I guess, unless I try to sell it. I'm not sure I can get enough money for it to justify selling it, but we'll see what happens. Aloha.